One day you notice that your steps are heavier. A few stairs make your knees crackle. A short walk leaves your legs tired. At night your sleep is broken, and in the morning your body feels less willing to respond. Many believe this is simply the price of age, that once you pass 60 your strength must disappear. But the truth is not that simple. Strength does not vanish in a single moment. It fades quietly, like sand sliding through an hourglass. The concern is not only weaker muscles or stiffer joints, but the subtle loss of confidence in yourself. When the body no longer behaves as it once did, many men begin to hesitate, to withdraw, even from the moments of closeness that once brought joy. Age is only part of the story. Behind the fading power are deeper causes. Circulation slows as blood vessels narrow. Hormones that once fueled vitality begin to decline. Stress and self-doubt creep in and tighten their hold. Together, these forces convince many that their power has left forever, when in truth the body is still waiting for care and renewal. Professor Erwin Goldstein, one of the most recognized experts on male health worldwide, reminds us that sexual health after 60 is not lost. It is reshaped by the biology of the body and the choices we make each day. His words open a door to another way of thinking. They tell us that nature still holds quiet resources for those who are willing to listen. This journey is not about false promises or quick fixes. It is about uncovering the hidden allies that can help the body regain balance and restore confidence. And it begins here, with the courage to face the truth and to look for new possibilities. Before we continue, I invite you to pause for a moment. Share your age and where you are living in the comments. Your simple story may inspire someone far away who is also searching to reclaim their strength. The first force that quietly weakens a man's strength is poor circulation. Blood is the river of life, carrying oxygen and nutrients to every cell. When that river flows strong, the body responds with energy, stamina, and stability. But when the flow slows, the body begins to suffer in silence. With age, cholesterol and fatty deposits build up inside the vessels. The walls stiffen, the channels narrow, and the blood struggles to reach its destination. For many men, this reduced flow reaches the very place where vitality is most visible. Without enough blood, firmness weakens, control fades, and confidence slips away. This is not imagination. The Journal of Sexual Medicine published international data showing that nearly 40% of men over 60 experience some level of circulation-related weakness. The problem is not always the heart itself, but the smaller vessels that fail to deliver enough blood when it matters most. What was once natural now feels uncertain. And yet, circulation is not only about blood vessels, it is also shaped by daily choices. Heavy foods that clog arteries, long hours of sitting that leave the legs stiff, and dehydration that thickens the blood all add weight to the problem. Each decision in the kitchen or in movement either clears the river or clogs it further. But nature has its allies. Certain seeds and simple foods, often ignored because they seem too ordinary, contain minerals and oils that support healthy blood flow. They nourish the vessels, relax the walls, and improve the delivery of oxygen where it is most needed. For generations, different cultures have quietly relied on them to keep circulation alive, even into old age. The river within you does not have to dry up with time. It can be cleared, supported, and strengthened. The key is not in chasing complicated cures, but in remembering what the body has always needed. Soon we will uncover the first of these allies, a seed so common you may already have it in your kitchen, waiting to be discovered again. Circulation may be the first shadow, but it is not the only one. The second force that quietly reshapes a man's life is the gradual decline of hormone. Testosterone, often called the foundation of male vitality, does far more than influence desire. It fuels energy, supports muscle strength, sharpens focus, and steadies mood. When its levels fall, the whole system begins to shift. This decline is natural, but its effects can be profound. After 60, many men notice that their stamina is not what it was, that their recovery from effort takes longer, that their drive seems muted. They may not connect these changes to hormones, but the link is undeniable. Studies from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic show that testosterone levels drop steadily with age, and this reduction correlates with weaker performance, lower energy, and even loss of bone strength. The challenge is that hormonal decline is invisible. You cannot see it in the mirror, and often you cannot feel it directly. Instead, you sense its absence, a dullness where once there was spark, hesitation where once there was certainty. For many men, this creates frustration and even shame, as if they have lost something that cannot return. But the story is not one of permanent loss. While aging lowers hormone production, lifestyle and nutrition can influence how the body adapts. Excess stress, poor sleep, processed foods, and lack of movement can accelerate the decline. In contrast, balanced habits, better sleep, and the right nutrients can help restore a healthier balance. Certain seeds and natural foods, rich in zinc, magnesium, and essential fatty acids, have been shown to support hormonal function and improve how the body uses the testosterone it still produces. The question is not whether hormones decline, they do. The real question is how you respond. Do you accept the fading spark, or do you give your body what it needs to steady the flame? In the next part, we will uncover another hidden force that can be just as damaging as circulation and hormones, a force that begins not in the body, but in the mind. Even when blood flow is supported and hormones are balanced, there remains another shadow that is often heavier than both. It is the mind itself. Stress, doubt, and worry can undo the body's strength more quickly than age or illness. Think of the moments before an important test or speech. The body tenses, the heart races, the breath becomes shallow. The same process happens when a man begins to fear his own performance. Thoughts such as, what if I tire too quickly? What if I cannot last? What if I disappoint? Become chains that wrap around the mind and body. This state has a name in medicine, performance anxiety, and its effect is powerful. The American Urological Association reported in 2015 that men with performance anxiety are twice as likely to experience difficulty with stamina and control. The body may be capable, but the mind interrupts the flow, sending signals of fear that weaken confidence and shorten endurance. Over time, the memory of past struggles creates expectation of failure, and expectation itself becomes the problem. Stress also works in quieter ways. Chronic worry raises cortisol, the stress hormone which interferes with testosterone and blood flow. Lack of calm sleep, constant tension, and emotional strain all layer onto the physical body until strength feels drained from within. Many men mistake this for aging, but often it is the mind carrying too heavy a weight. The good news is that the mind, like the body, can be trained. Breathing slowly, moving gently, and learning to let thoughts pass without holding them can calm the nervous system and restore natural rhythm. Nutrition also plays a role. Seeds rich in omega-3 and antioxidants support brain health, reduce inflammation, and help the mind resist stress. When combined with simple daily practices, the mind can shift from being an enemy to being an ally. The journey of strength is not only about muscles, blood, and hormones. It is about the quiet dialogue between mind and body. And in that dialogue, the right nourishment can create surprising harmony. In the next part, we will begin to meet the ancient allies that nature has offered for generations, seeds of renewal that wait silently in your kitchen. For thousands of years, before modern medicine and manufactured pills, people turned to the quiet power of seeds. In villages, in deserts, in mountain valleys, men and women relied on them not only for food, but for vitality. Seeds carry the essence of life itself. Within something so small lies the potential to create a new plant. And within that same shell lie compounds that can nourish the human body in surprising ways. Among these, 3 seeds stand out. They are not rare or exotic. In fact, you may pass them in your kitchen without a second glance. Yet cultures across the world have valued them for generations. Ancient healers recommended them to restore energy. Modern science is now uncovering why. These seeds are rich in minerals like zinc and magnesium, in healthy oils like omega-3 fatty acids, and in antioxidants that calm the fires of stress and inflammation. Pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Their names sound ordinary, but their effects are anything but. Studies published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine and the Journal of Nutrition show that men who consume these seeds regularly experience improvements in circulation, hormone balance, and overall stamina. The body responds to their natural compounds with better blood flow, steadier energy, and stronger confidence. But here lies the real mystery. The seeds themselves are not enough. They must be used in the right way, in the right rhythm, with patience. Chewed too quickly or eaten without thought, their power may pass through without leaving much behind. Taken with awareness, prepared with care, they can become daily allies that slowly shift the body toward renewal. Think of them as companions on a long walk. They do not carry you forward in one great leap. Instead, they support each step, lightening the weight, steadying the pace, reminding you that progress is possible. Their gift is subtle yet steady. And for those who give them time, the change is real. In the next part, we will uncover how to weave these seeds into simple rituals, turning them from ordinary food into silent practices of strength and renewal. Seeds alone do not change a life. What transforms them into allies is the rhythm you create around them. The body does not heal through sudden miracles, it heals through steady practices repeated with care. That is why rituals matter. They remind the body of balance and they train the mind to expect renewal. Imagine beginning the day with a small act of intention, a handful of pumpkin seeds soaked overnight, chewed slowly in the morning light. Their zinc and magnesium awaken circulation, their oils fuel hormone production, and their quiet energy steadies the hours ahead. Combined with a glass of water and a few minutes of slow breathing, this ritual sets a tone of clarity and calm. At midday, another seed steps in. Flax seeds, rich in omega-3 and fiber, support digestion, calm inflammation, and help the nervous system relax. Taken before a meal, they prepare the body to absorb nutrients more gently and to keep blood sugar steady. When paired with a light walk or gentle stretching, they extend stamina into the afternoon. And as evening draws near, chia seeds offer their strength. Soaked until they soften, they release antioxidants and minerals that help restore energy and support rest. Taken before a quiet night routine, they prepare the body for deeper sleep and better recovery. These three rituals, morning, midday, and evening, create a cycle. Circulation in the morning, control at midday, stamina at night, repeated for 30 days, they become more than habits. They become signals to the body that it is cared for, that strength is welcome, that renewal is possible. Of course, the seeds are only part of the picture. Breath, movement, hydration, and honest communication with a partner amplify their effect. The combination creates harmony between body and mind. And when harmony appears, confidence returns naturally. But there is still one truth greater than rituals, greater even than the seeds themselves. It is the truth that decides whether these changes last or fade. It is the truth we have saved for the final part of this journey. We have spoken of circulation, of hormones, of the weight of the mind. We have uncovered the quiet allies of nature, the seeds that carry within them the power to restore balance. We have shaped rituals that awaken the body day by day. And yet one truth remains, the truth that decides whether this journey leads to renewal or fades into forgotten intention. That truth is discipline. Discipline is not about harsh rules or punishment. It is about consistency, the gentle but firm decision to repeat small acts every day, even when no one is watching. A single cup of water may seem ordinary. A handful of seeds may feel too simple. A few minutes of breathing may look insignificant, but when repeated, when honored with patience, these simple acts reshape the body and calm the mind. Professor Owen Goldstein reminds us that the true measure of male vitality after 60 is not found in sudden bursts of strength, but in steady patterns that sustain confidence. The body may not return to the exact vigor of youth, but with discipline, it can achieve something just as valuable: stability, resilience, and the freedom to live without fear. The men who find renewal are not those who search for quick miracles. They are those who treat their body like an ally, who practice their rituals faithfully, and who give time for the seeds of change to grow. It is discipline that turns 3 ordinary seeds into daily medicine. It is discipline that turns doubt into confidence and strain into strength. And so the final invitation is simple. Begin tomorrow morning with a single choice. Chew the seeds with intention. Breathe with calm. Drink your water. Speak openly with your partner. Then repeat the next day and the next. In 30 days, you may look back and see that your steps are lighter, your nights more restful, and your confidence restored. Strength is not stolen by age. It is surrendered only when we stop caring for it. With discipline, you can choose to keep it. And in that choice, you reclaim not only your body, but your life.